I wanted to show you a fancy stitch you can do with this Sashiko machine by Babylock. And I am actually going to stitch the seam, if you can see that, so that I have the hand-picked look on the stitching the edge. And so what I've done is this is the seam, and I have gone in and taken my extra seam allowance that was there. I serged it and then I turned it back on itself twice, and now I'm on the top side. I'm following the seam and I'm actually following the edge of the foot with the seam allowance that's turned under. And when I get here, this is actually the sleeve, and so as I'm coming up the sleeve, I'm going to go all the way around the sleeve. And if you notice, it's got that really pretty hand-picked stitch there. So this will be very interesting, and because every once in a while I double check and make sure that this is still where it's supposed to be. And I'm coming around here, and I'm not going to change what I'm doing as far as stitching along the edge of it. I'm not moving. I'm trying to stay really straight. Of course, you know, that's a challenge for everybody to stay straight. And I'm going over this. I'm going to slow down just a little bit just to make sure it goes over that seam. And as I'm rounding the bend, I will end up on the other side of the seam allowance, so that when I get finished, I'm going to have a stitch on either side of this seam. But it's going to go down the side, and I think it's going to be very, very pretty, very flattering. And so this is the vest, the brand new vest pattern I've just finished. It's called Offsides, and it has a little bit of a dip on the shoulder, so it's very flattering to wear. You can do it in 3 lengths. You can make a hip length, and you can make knee length, and you can make ankle length. So you have plenty of choices on this. And sometimes ankle length or not calf length, I should say, not ankle length. And sometimes that is an absolutely beautiful dressy thing for to be able to see during the holidays. Okay, so I'm going to take this out, pull this all the way out, and make sure I have extra tail on my thread. And now look what I have here, if you can see. This is like a double seam, and I'm going to turn it back just a little bit so you can see. And do you see how it went right down into the bottom, and it went right up to the sleeve opening? So it's going all the way around. So this is going to really be a pretty vest that you can wear with a little bit of decorative edge. And you see this goes across here and across there. I used a little bit different stitch color thread for the contrast, and the facing comes to the front on this vest. Go look at a picture on my website, alldundesigns, DUNN.com. Thanks for watching.